Hi, my name is Tati Charkandi and I am a former student of the school, KDKVM. I know that is not the new name, but I do not remember the new name. I wish you all a good morning, good evening for whenever you're watching this video. And to give you a context, my mother asked me, who's a teacher there, to make a video about things that we can do to utilize our time properly during this situation where we are all stranded in our homes, and there's a sense of anxiety and a sense of frustration that is prevalent amongst all of us because there's so much uncertainty and there's so many unknowns. So this video, I'm just trying to tell you the things that I do to help myself around this time, which I'm hoping will help you too, to stay positive and to utilize this time in the best productive way possible. So one thing to start with, one of the most important things right now is because we are all fighting an infection, a viral infection, is to take care of our hygiene. It is absolutely important right now to wash your hands properly, to not pick your nose, to not touch your face or your mouth all the time, because we are all in a habit of doing that. Small little things like that will help us not contract the disease and or spread it further. So please take care of your hygiene. Second is, we need to something that helps me is starting the day early. So some of us like to sleep in late, and there's nothing wrong with it. We all have our own body cycles, so there's no judgment at all. But starting the day early has been proven, and there are so many studies done around it also. It just gives you a certain sense of calm because it gives you that uninterrupted morning hour where there's not much traffic, not many people. There's and the whole environment in the morning feels fresh and clean, and it helps your mind calm down. You can use the time to actually meditate or practice yoga or skip the rope or do some sort of a physical and mental exercise to start your day. It will also help you to set a routine, which again was my third point. Having a routine is very important. So if you get up in the morning, early in the morning, if you take a bath, if you practice some yoga or do any form of exercise, have your breakfast, it defines a rhythm for your day, which I think is imperative, especially now when we are not working on schedules that are defined for us by other people, whether it is our office defining our working hours or our school defining our periods, set periods. So waking up early, starting your day early, and taking some time out for yourself sets that rhythm where you can actually have a routine, which again is my third point, to do more and to use your day more efficiently and productively. Now, about a routine, why do we need a routine? It is very redundant, it sounds boring, it is not very up and upbeat, and but however boring that might sound, it actually is one of the things that we've been practicing for ages and ages. So there is a certain set standards that Mother Nature has set. So the day happens and the night follows, and then the sun rises and it sets. There's a routine to it. It happens every day, all day. And it works, right? Because we are all living. We are all a product of that. So it is very important to have a routine because it not only takes away your mind from all the inefficient thinking process that will happen because you don't know your next step, it actually defines your next step for you. And because you get into a habit of doing it, it becomes a part of you. So it does not feel like work. It does not feel new and something that you're not comfortable with. Also, since it gives a certain set time to everything that you do in a day, whether it is studying or eating or sleeping or playing or exercising or watching television or playing games, it just makes your day much more fulfilling because you're able to do all of that because you have given a certain time to each of those activities that you're following, and then it is easy. So it makes your life much more easier, and I swear by it, because without a routine I will not be able to do half the things that I'm able to do, and none of us will be able to do. So set a routine. That brings me to my fourth point, which is to be able to do all of that, to be able to read and dance and study and talk and do all, you need to have a healthy mind and a healthy body. And there's nothing more important, believe me, even food, than a good amount of sleep. It helps your brain function properly. It just boosts your immunity. It makes your neurons work perfectly in sync with each other. So it is very important to have that 8 to 10 hours of sleep. I know when I say 8 to 10 hours, you might feel like, ooh, what is this? 8 hours we all need, especially in the growing years, when we grow from kids to teenagers to in our 20s, in our 30s. And it basically is one of the most important things that helps the development of your mind. When you rest, you're actually your mind, your brain is making your body better. It is resting as well, but it is also working at the same time. So it is important that you take that much sleep, because it will help your immunity, it will help boost your immunity, it will help you be healthy, and make enough space in your head that you're able to do all these things, reading, writing, studying, playing, eating, all of it more fun, and you will be actually able to do a lot more. You'll see that. So one way of doing it is, of course, sleep early in the night and take that 8 hours. 10 to 6 is what I suggest, but you can also take naps. They are a wonderful way to boost your mind. Like once you're tired, when you feel a little bit run down because of the weather, or because you've studied so much that you're feeling like a little exhausted, just take a half an hour nap. It helps. Again, I swear by it. I do that. Given a chance, I will do that every day. I don't have that luxury. So this is also a luxury, by the way. Not everybody has that. Not everybody can sleep 8 to 10 hours because of different reasons. But if you can, you should. And what else can you do? So my fourth point was to, after the routine, if you're able to follow a routine, if you're able to sleep well, you should also set some goals. Like when you go to your school, you have 45 minutes period. Each period, a teacher will come, and there will be a chapter that you will need to finish, or something new that you will be learning, or a test that you will be taking. So while you're at home, you're not able to do all of that, and that could lose a lot of productivity and a lot of efficiency when we are trying to accomplish something. So set a standard and set goals and standards. So if you're reading a chapter, set some time. Okay, 45 minutes for this chapter, I need to finish it. I will finish it. You can revise it, you can revisit that later, but have that time. Try to finish that chapter, or try to finish that subject, or try to finish that topic or that formula, or whatever you're working on, in that set standard time. And when in your master schedule, when you make your routine, when you put your morning for your mental and physical exercise, then you keep some time for eating, then like your school hours, keep 45 minutes and have like 6 periods just by yourself. It is difficult to have, but it is not impossible to have. Believe me, you need to get into a habit, and once you make that routine and follow it for 20-21 days, you will be able to do that. That will also give your parents enough time to manage their schedules, because for them also it is right now very, very difficult, because everybody's at home, especially for your moms, because I know in general they tend to work more. So it will also help your family to have a routine for themselves, and create the family environment to be a little bit much more calmer and a little bit less anxious. So do that. These are pretty much things that you can do to increase the productivity or use your time efficiently. Apart from it, I think this is a great time for you to get onto some new skills or master the skills that you already have.